Do y'all ever come out of winter with your crochet blankets and scarves and beanies, and then summer rolls around and all of a sudden you can't wear your crochet anymore? Well, let me tell you that you most certainly can with this little granny square trucker hat. Are you kidding me? I'm obsessed. I made it last year. I'm still obsessed. Okay, look, it's so simple. Go to Hobby Lobby, get you a blank trucker hat. I got this one last year and it was left over, and I looked up the price and they're $2.49. $2.49 for a little trucker hat. So go get one, a blank one that you like. I got this chain, but honestly, I'm really not feeling the chain, so I think I'm going to take it off. The supplies you'll need are going to be 3 different colors of yarn. I'm using worsted weight yarn here, so I'm using a 5.5mm hook, but if you use a lighter yarn, then use a lighter hook. Some scissors, a yarn needle and a regular sewing needle, some sewing thread, and some pins to hold the granny square on the hat in place. As you can see with this hat, the granny square is just 3 rows of a regular granny square plus an outer border made with just a single crochet stitch. That's because if we make the square any bigger, it just is going to be too big for the hat. So I'm going to show y'all how to do that. With your first color, for me, that's going to be this green. We're going to go ahead and make a magic circle. If you don't know how to make a magic circle, I'll make sure to link my tutorial for that below. But here is another alternative if you're not sure how to do that. Make a slip knot and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And into that first chain that you created, slip stitch, and you'll be left with this little ring. From here, either with the chain method or the magic circle method, chain 3. In a granny square, the chain 3 counts as a stitch. So now we're going to work our hook into this circle with doing 2 double crochet. So I've got 1 and 2. Now we're going to chain 3. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and we'll do another 3 double crochet and 3 chains, and we'll repeat that 2 more times. So the 3 double crochet plus the 3 chains 2 more times. From here, we'll join into the top of that chain, that beginning chain, with a slip stitch. So I'm going to just place my hook right there on the outer part of that chain. And by the way, if you want a more broken down version of the granny square, I have a different tutorial for that as well, and I'll also make sure to link that one in the description if you need to take this a little bit slower. I have fastened off my yarn, and now I want to show you that when we flip this over, because we tuck this little tail around the ring, whether this is for magic circle or the chain method, if you kind of place your finger and then pull on this, you're going to close up that open hole that was in the middle there. So I like to do that and then tie 2 knots. And then we will sew that in at the end. Now I'm going to join with this butter yellow, and I'll show you how I do that. I'll just make a slip knot. And then we'll go into one of the 4 corners. Any one of these corners is fine. Place our hook under, yarn over, and basically just slip stitch right there, and that gets you a good base. And from here you'll just chain 3. Now, since it counts as a stitch, we're going to do 2 more double crochet for that first cluster of 3, and we're going to have to do a chain 3 in the corner. So here on out, we're going to do a chain 3 in the corner every single time, no matter what. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. And instead of jumping to the next space, we're going to go back into that same corner space and do 3 more double crochet. 2 and 3. So now we're going to repeat this into every corner. So I would jump to the next corner, no chain in between, jump to the next corner, and immediately work on my 3 double crochet, my 3 chain, followed by another 3 double crochet, and we'll repeat that 2 more times after. And from here, we'll join into the top of that chain again with a slip stitch, and we'll fasten off our yarn and jump to our 3rd color. So again, with that third color, I'm kind of trying to decide if I want this peach color or this pink. So honestly, we'll see. We're gonna join into a corner. We've got that slip knot, join into the corner, slip stitch, that first stitch, and from here we will chain 3. We're going to repeat that same corner sequence, so that counts as the first stitch. So now we'll do 2 more double crochet, a chain 3, 3 more double crochet into that space. Now, we're not jumping straight to a corner because now the granny square has gotten bigger. So in between the corners, you don't do a chain, you just jump right into another double crochet 3 into the same space. So we're going to repeat this all the way around the granny square 3 more times. You'll do 3 double crochet, 3 chain, 3 double crochet, and then another set of 3 double crochet here. And we're just going to repeat this all the way down the granny square. So once I'm at the end, I will join into the top of that chain with a slip stitch. So now I'll fasten off my yarn and we'll draw up with our border color that we want to use. So I'm going to use green. Now it's time to crochet our border. So I've made a slip knot on my hook and I'm going to join in this stitch right here before our corner. So the way I'm going to do that, we're just going to do single crochets all around. So I'm going to put my hook in that stitch and I'm going to yarn over and just start my single crochet that way. Just pull those last 2 over and don't pull it too tight and it'll stay the right size. Now in our corner, we'll do 3 single crochet, 2, 3, and then down this side, we'll just do 1 single crochet in every single stitch, doing 3 on those corners. So we're going to repeat this all the way around the granny square. I'm almost done. I love the way that this green border came out. So what I'll do right there, I just finished my last stitch and I'll join into that first stitch right there with a slip stitch and just fasten off my yarn. Now we're going to want to go in and sew in our ends, and I'll show you a little tip for granny squares. I'm just going with these 2 green tails and I just do a first knot real loose and then I tie a second knot over it. And then you can, these are about the same length, but if they're not, then I'll trim them to be about the same length and I will thread those through my yarn needle and I'll sew them both in at the same time so that I don't have 6 tails to sew in. I guess it would be 8 here. And I will snip that off. And if you want this broken down in more detail, I also have a video on how to weave in your ends. So we're going to weave in all these ends. Okay, so at this point, now we're going to put the granny square on the hat and center it real good. And we're going to get our pins and pin it into place so that we can sew it. Just a little tip. On the inside, if your hat is like mine from Hobby Lobby, you're going to have this little piece of fabric here. So just lift that up whenever you're sewing and whenever you pin. Make sure you're pinning along this, not along these 2. It's just going to be too thick. So just kind of do what you need to do to pin it. It doesn't have to be perfect here. As you can tell, it'll just keep it centered so that when you're sewing, it doesn't try to run around. I'm going to go ahead and thread my needle so you can do the same, and I like to do it somewhat long so I'm not having to constantly get new thread. Also, I like to double thread mine where you thread the needle and then you bring both of the ends through and then you tie a knot back here. I'm not a seamstress. I did this when I was a kid, so I don't really know if this is something that people do all the time. So if you are a seamstress, don't judge or let me know what I can do better because I don't know. I really only sew when it pertains to my crochet projects, but I like to double knot it like I just did at the end, double thread it, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to get started. So on the bottom here, remember you got to pick up this fabric and sew under that, which is really one of the most challenging parts, but you'll kind of have to maneuver your needle in there, and as you can see, I just join right there. I'm going to join at this corner and go up and around. I just join right there, and I'm going to pull it through, but not quite all the way. We're going to leave this through and make a little security situation. So we're just going to stitch right under these V's the whole way. We're going to be stitching along right here, and then you won't be able to see the thread. So I'm going to pull this through on the back. Okay, so I pulled it through on the back side, but remember we left this little tail right here. And what you're going to do is just kind of split it and then put your hook through it and then pull. And that just kind of gives you some extra security for your needle so that your thread doesn't come undone. So we're going to flip back around and we're going to put our needle right back under those stitches, and we're just going to keep going. We're going to stitch this all the way up. Put my needle right under those stitches, kind of maneuver it through there, pull it through and through to the back under the next stitch. We're just going to do this all the way around every stitch. Now I have completed my last stitch, and what I'm going to do is tie a knot several times. It's kind of hard to work in this little section, but I'm going to just tie a knot several times to make sure that this is nice and secure, and then I will snip off the end. Here is our finished result, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I hope that you love yours too. I'm so proud of you for making a granny square trucker hat, and I would love to see you here again next week for another crochet tutorial, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you. See you next time.